Ex-Obama general defects and reveals sick Obama plan for America's future. There's been many former generals of the United States that have come out against Obama in recent years, and they've accused him outright of being a traitor of the United States. That is, accusing him of outright treason. And now they're heaving heavy criticism on him because of his worthless foreign policy. A previous article entitled, "Congressman Calls Out Defense Secretary, You Are in Violation of the Law." Mac Thornberry, Republican from Texas, was the chairman of the House Armed Services Committee, and he hammered against Defense Secretary Carter over Obama's administration's failure to provide a strategy for dealing with the Middle East. As Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, retired, says, Obama is not just breaking the law by not complying with the NDAA report that's weeks past due. Obama hasn't just committed multiple acts of material treason. He says, we have to go back into that region in a bigger way. In other words, back into the Middle East, which has deteriorated so much under Barack Obama that it's an abysmal failure. The United States can't spare more troops there. Being the raging narcissist psychopath that Obama is, he's the only person in the country, other than low information voters, that doesn't realize he surpassed Jimmy Carter as the worst president of the United States in the past 100 years. In actuality, though, Obama thinks he's protecting a legacy of some kind, and the reality is that the only legacy Obama leaves behind will be the worst commander-in-chief in the history of the United States. If Obama had been 1/100th as concerned with the future men and women who will be sent off there, as he is with being able to say he did the opposite of George W. Bush, think of all the lives that would have been saved. Barack Hussein Obama is an embarrassment to the United States of America, the presidency, the Democratic Party, real men in general, himself, as his family. The Breitbart report says, Lieutenant General Michael Flynn, retired, who served as head of the Defense Intelligence Agency under President Obama and has advised Republican presidential candidates Texas Senator Ted Cruz, Donald Trump, argued that President Obama's reaction to the events last week in Europe says that it was a pretty sad day for U.S. leadership, and countries are going to have to get off this dime of this multiculturalism appeasement that we are seeing. We apologize too often in this country for going after a political ideology that's hiding and masking itself behind a religion. Flynn said, I think it's pretty sad. It's a sad day for U.S. leadership, and I think while President Obama wants to bury the Cold War from Havana, Cuba, we're in the middle of a very, very hot war. I mean, we are matching extremists and unfolding their campaign plan in front of our eyes. And we see the president doing waves down at a baseball stadium in Havana. I mean, come on, let's get real with what we're facing. And we need to do far more about it than we're seeing. He added, we have to go back into that region in a bigger way, and we have to take out these places like Mosul, where they continue to have a strong hold. In the meantime, we're going to have to do far more across the board globally. And it's more than just sharing, you know. Everybody says we have to share more intelligence. That's fine, but what we actually have to do is we have to take action. Intelligence enables what it is that we have to do. But countries are going to have to get off this dime of multiculturalism appeasement that we are seeing, particularly in Europe. And frankly, we apologize too often in this country for going after a political ideology that's hiding and masking itself behind a religion. Flynn further said, we are not winning right now. I mean, if the president feels good about a tactical victory, about, we capture some guys in various places in the Middle East, I mean, those are making him feel good. They don't make me feel good, because all that is doing is exasperating a problem that's continuing to fester until we take a bigger role, he says. I'll leave a link below for you for this.